Hello and welcome back to Pokémon Alpha Sapphire, where today we're going to be exploring a desert and then making our way towards our next badge. And between streams, I did a little bit more fishing for fish. What else am I going to fish for? But, got one of these fellas. It was a Carvana, but, speed boost and jolly nature, not bad. And I've rare candied everyone up to 40. So yeah, we've got an Altaria too. I was about to go in here like, wait, the mart, they have TMs here. But marts aren't in Pokemon centers in this game. Aerial Ace isn't the worst. Power-up Punch can be pretty nice if anyone learns it. I know at least Breloom can. And Venoshock, probably not the absolute worst. I mean, I can afford all of these. Grab Charge Beam, just to have an electric TM. Other than Volt Switch. Charge Beam's accuracy is only 90? Somehow managed to forget that. I don't feel like getting rid of any of these for Charge Beam. As nice as it is to have an electric move on the team. Okay, we can give Power-Up Punch to a handful of Pokemon here, but not all of them are going to get it. Breloom will, because Breloom could use another stab. And at this point, we have never once clicked Leech Seed, and we're probably never going to. Feels weird that Aggron can learn Aerial Ace, but I guess that's just how it goes. And let's teach Surf to Sharpedo here. I know Sharpedo's a physical attacker. I know it's jolly. But if it doesn't learn Surf, we can't go really fast on it. And I suppose we'll get rid of Thrash, because actually Poison Fang's probably worth getting rid of. Like, yeah, if I'm not against specifically a fairy type with this moveset, I don't think Poison Fang ever gets clicked. We don't have Rock Smash. Hey guard, I'm doing fine. Hope you are too. So if I'm going to teach somebody Rock Smash, I could put it on Sharpedo, but that would effectively relegate Sharpedo to HM user status. I did say that I wanted to replace Swampert on this team, so like, I know Swampert's really good, especially once it gets Earthquake. But I never replace my starter, so maybe today's the... Or, well, not today, but maybe this is the run to do it. I really did put on go goggles. I'm really jealous of your go goggles. My eyes hurt so bad. What are you doing here then? Why are you challenging me to a battle instead of leaving? Of course it's sturdy. My eyes! My eyes! If you have go goggles, even desert sandstorms are no problem, you know? That's a trapinch. I want a trapinch. Kinda want trapinch to serve as our, ground type. Like, I know I did Flygon in... What was it? Coliseum, but like... I like Flygon. It would be overlapping with Altaria for Dragon type. But then again, if I'm honest, Altaria is probably not going to see actual use. Have to think of a different flying type to use. Are there any other good Gen 3 flying types? This bears investigation. Don't say Rayquaza. I know Rayquaza's good. But I ain't using it. Salamence is a good Gen 3 flying type, but I'm not gonna be getting one. Yeah, we're looking at Beautifly, Swellow, Pelipper, Masquerain, technically, Ninjask, Altaria, Tropius, and Salamence. That's not a lot to choose from. Trapinch, the Ant Pit Pokemon. Trapinch is a patient hunter. It digs an inescapable pit in a desert and waits for its prey to come tumbling down. This Pokemon can go a whole week without access to any water. I would use a Tropius, but I've already got a grass type in Breloom, and also Tropius is bad. For 30 years, I have searched for ancient ruins. I'm so used to sandstorms that I don't even need goggles anymore. Am I to be challenged? I'd use Pelipper, but that overlaps water type. Yeah, Guard, Trapinch does great in Little Cup. Just tears right through things. I certainly wouldn't mind using a Salamence, but I can't exactly get one until I have Waterfall, and by that point it's a little too late. While I have searched for ruins, I've not searched for strong Pokemon. For 30 years, I have searched for ancient ruins. Oh wait, was that 40 years? Which was it now? I do not need a Sandshrew game. I need a Baltoy, 2 more Trapinch. Oh, there's the Baltoy. And I need 3 Cacnea with both genders represented somewhere in the 3. Pretty sure I can catch a Claydol in the wild, so I don't need to worry about that. Bought more Pokeballs when I was in town. Gonna run out at this rate. Alright, got our Baltoy. Baltoy, the Claydol Pokemon. As soon as it spots others of its kind, Baltoy congregates with them and begins crying noisily in unison. This Pokemon sleeps while cleverly balancing itself on its one foot. About to fight a bug maniac. I get it, okay? You're trying to show me how much you like goggles, right? I get it, okay? You can protect yourself from all kinds of stuff with safety goggles. Even though these things that I'm wearing look like glasses, they're actually goggles too. Oh, I guess we're not about to fight a bug maniac. I continue to not need a Sandshrew game. Wow, my eyes are crazy itchy. I should have brought some Go goggles. By the way, I heard there are fossils to be found in the desert. Do you know where? I'm pretty sure in the northeast. But I'm going to grab one and then the other's going to stop existing, so... Yeah, Guard, it's always interesting when you come across a route that has just a bunch of your favorite Pokemon on it. I don't know if any route has that many of my favorites, but... Also, this Cacnea's Sand Veil is really messing with me. My eyes are itchy and I lost the match. If they can find fossils in the desert, it must have been a sea once. That doesn't make my eyes any less itchy. That there being fossils in a desert does not necessarily mean that it was a sea. It depends on what kinds of fossils they find in the desert. If they find fossils of, say, aquatic creatures, then that means it was probably a sea once. But if they find fossils of, say, like, a theropod, then that does not point to it being a C, now does it? Game really wants me finding ball toys. Game really wants me finding ball toys. Oh boy, another trapinch. Yeah, Guard, it's always nice when you manage to find a shiny that you planned to breed for later. Saves a lot of time. In other creature collector RPG news, Monster Hunter Stories 3 in March. That's going to be a thing. And Plesioth is finally going to be rideable. So we're pretty much right by the entrance to the desert. My Breloom's beat up and I'm almost out of Pokeballs, so I'm gonna go fix those things real quick. You know what? Let's test. Okay, so it's still just one Premier Ball per purchase, regardless of how many balls you purchase. I don't remember which game that changed in. I think it might have been Gen 8. Speaking of Pokemon gens, it has been announced that Pokemon Legends ZA Pokemon will not be transferable to previous games, which means Pokemon Legends ZA will officially be the first game of Gen 10. My eyes sting a bit, but I'll still have a picnic here in the desert. Why? If you have a picnic, your food's gonna get all sandy. Boy, another sand veil. Oh, you're mean. When you're battling in a sandstorm, watch out for your Pokemon's HP. It can faint if you don't keep an eye on it. I have once again been spotted by someone who wasn't looking towards me. Does wearing those go goggles make you feel like some kind of champion for justice? Not really. Makes me feel like a person who's wearing goggles. Guess I can't beat justice. My family doesn't have that much money, so I can't get anyone to buy me go goggles. Go beat more people in Pokemon battles and use that money. Guard, I think a Shell Bell triggers every time a multi-hit move hits, just regardless. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Shell Bell triggers on every hit. Yep, we take the Claw Fossil, because the Claw Fossil is the better fossil. I just don't care for Lilip or Cradilly. Like, competitively, they might be better. But I like Armaldo way more. Madam? How did you manage to climb your way up here? Did you use a strange power like me, I wonder? You rode a mock bike up here? It wasn't some strange power? Do you think I could ride one too? I mean, if you know how to ride a bike. To train myself, I challenge everyone I meet. Gonna spore it for safety's sake. I don't know if I can one-shot this thing. Might be able to. But I don't know for sure. And if I cannot one-shot it, then I will be better off, potentially, having spored it than having just gone for it. But I can one-shot it, so I would have been better off if I didn't spore it, because then I wouldn't have taken sandstorm damage. Uncle, I give up! All I can do is keep training until I can defeat strong trainers such as you. You might want to catch more than just a single Machoke. If you want to beat more people. Just saying. Stop with the ball toys game. Also, stop with the sand shrews. I need to find cacneas. I haven't found a single one yet. And I need 3. And that's 3 caught. I might need to find more than 3. There's a cacnea. I also need to find one more trappage. I can't spore this thing. Apparently I can't headbutt it either. Okay, I need to find still 3 more cacneas, minimum. Enough with the sand shrews. Well, there's trappage number 3. I know saying this will not affect it in any way, but will feel like it affects it negatively, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I feel like I deserve to find a shiny Lugia today. And the reason I feel like that is because I have been having to deal with feline medical issues. Not actual, like, major medical issues. The real issue is getting her actually into the vet. And she's got to go back for some more blood work tomorrow. And this cat does not like being picked up at all. She's absolutely a lap cat, but only on her own terms. I basically get 1 chance to try and catch her on any given day where she needs to go to the vet. And let's just say she managed to evade the vet 5 times in a row by successfully evading capture. She's got to go in fasted tomorrow morning, which she's not going to be happy about. I'm not going to be happy about it because it's a morning thing, and basically I'm going to have to pull an all-nighter for it because I don't do mornings. Like, I typically go to bed around 6:30. Disappointment. 8 a.m. It is easier to stay up later than to wake up for that. This game keeps on giving me ball toys. Stop with the ball toys. I know what it is. I haven't looked up the actual encounter rates for this place. And thus, because I do not know the encounter rates, I am getting taken for a ride by them. That's a Trapinch. Does it have anything special about it? It's holding a soft sand, but that's not special enough. Because I already got a soft sand. Stop with the sand shrews. Stop with the ball toys. Okay, guard, the game is in fact trolling, now looking at the encounter rates. But not quite to the degree you think, but also kind of more than you would think. Because the thing I've found the most here is ball toy. And yet... I didn't hear that cry. But it's a ball toy, because of course it is. The encounter rates here. 40% Sandshrew, which we have been finding a few Sandshrews, and I'm not a fan of it, but they haven't been 40%. No, what really bugs me is that Trapinch, Cacnea, and Baltoy are all equally common at 20% each. And yet I've found 1 million Baltoys, 4 Trapinches, and 2 Cacneas now. Also, this is a male Cacnea when the last one was female, I'm pretty sure, which means if I hadn't headbutted it into oblivion, we might have had both genders covered already. Alright, that's a Cacnea caught. Specifically a male Cacnea. I still need a female, and then 1 extra to not evolve. Cacnea, the cactus Pokemon. The more arid and harsh the environment, the more pretty and fragrant a flower Cacnea grows. This Pokemon battles by wildly swinging its thorny arms. But now that I've gotten a Cacnea, Dexnav, my hero. Where is it? There it is. Another male. So after this, we do still need to find a female. Guess I'm just glad that Cacnea and Cacturne, neither of them end in Eon. Because every Pokemon whose name ends with Eon, every single one, has an 8-to-1 male-female ratio. Or rather a 1 in 8, not 8-to-1. Those are 2 different values. Dang it. This hill, I think it messes with how far the stick has to tilt in order to count as going slow. Corners also mess me up when it comes to sneaking for Dexnav, because... Oh, hello, Cacnea. Hello, female Cacnea. Nice. Yeah, corners, if you're trying to sneak and going past a corner, it can look like you're not touching the corner, but your collision is, and thus the corner will just stop you dead in your tracks. And the instinct is to move stick farther when not go. Because, you know, that's how video games work. If not go, move stick. But then, when you actually do manage to get around the corner, you'll find that you have moved the stick too far and just break into a run or something. Which, yeah, corners are bad news for deck snap sneaking. And guard, while having every starter end with Eon would make it match the thing. I didn't say that every Pokemon with an 1 in 8 gender ratio had Eon. It's the other way around. You can't say if A then B, B then A. That does not follow. But one of the starters does end in Eon. A certain penguin when fully evolved. But the fact that even Finneon and Luminion follow it is interesting. All right, we got everything we need from this desert. I could go to the Seamawville, like, right now. But I won't. Reason I have flown to Mauville and not somewhere closer to where progress is because now that I've got Surf, won't Watson have his mission for us? Or does that come later? I guess that comes later. Or maybe he's sitting in front of his gym instead of like in the middle of Mauville or else out here. Nope, not in front of his gym either. Just gonna check if any of these trap inches I caught are any good. I'm gonna line them up next to each other just to make it more obvious. This one knows Signal Beam for no reason. A modest trap inch with Signal Beam. I guess that makes sense. Special defense down, defense up. Special defense down, speed up. Flygon is like an obligate physical attacker, right? Attack 100, special attack 80, yeah. Also, wow, attack 100 is lower than I expected, but then again, I guess Trapinch does have the highest attack of its line, which will never not be weird. Well, I guess it's tied for the highest attack. It's the same as Flygon. Well, honestly, I don't think any of these are particularly good enough to put onto the party. So, yeah, we'll just leave them. Yeah, Flygon's special attack isn't that bad, but 80 isn't that good either. Right, I need to take the southern trees if I want to get that TM that's been taunting me. Or no, that's behind the gym. Okay. Suppose this is a fairly sensible place to put grass knot. Do not need another Kecleon. You know what? There is something I do need. There's that item down there. I'm going to put Sharpedo in front of Swampert in the party. Because we are also going to do some surfing. And I want to surf faster. If I'm not mistaken... Oh. Hello, Kecleon that's here for no reason. I'll leave you be. If I'm not mistaken, I think I used either this or that bush there as my secret base in my original playthrough of this game. I wonder, can I fish from up here? Nope. No fishing from bridges allowed. Right? Forgot I was going to do the whole surfing thing. You get to surf so fast on this fish. Ooh, they have extended this. So, originally, this cave was just, it's a cave on the water. You go in and you find Sunny Day. The end. And a lot of people were confused as to why it even existed. But there is a reason for it. I see it's dark in here and they want us to use flash. But we can actually still see plenty fine without it. But yeah, the scorched slab is a reference to the legend of Amaterasu, the sun goddess. This is the cave where she locked herself away. And yeah, when the sun goddess locks herself away in a cave, well, it's a cave. And inside is sunny day. There you go. That's the reference. I have no memory of what goes here, but it looks like a place for a Heatran. Whatever's gonna go there, it ain't there yet. Okay, I have been on the side looking at a list of the TMs in this game and where they're found, because there's a lot of moves that I would love to get TMs for. Do you have any moves that can strike a flying Pokemon? Not if they use the move fly, but otherwise, yes. I can hit flying types. Power-up punch is almost as strong as headbutt, but we should spore first. That quad effective aerial ace is not going to be pleasant. But it could have been worse. I've been looking at a list of TMs on the side, and Ice Beam is available to us. We just have to go to the Sea Mauville. And Ice Beam, as always, is a good move. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to hope for a second turn of sleep. And we didn't get it, so we are losing Breloom. Glad this ain't a Nuzlocke. Oh, also, my Lairon evolved when I was catching Carvanas. That's a thing that happened between streams. Watson was willing to give me the new Mauville mission already, then we could have gotten Thunderbolt, but he didn't want to give it to me. He wasn't around. So maybe it's because I didn't surf to in front of New Mauville? Maybe he's there. I'll have to check once we reach our next flight point. You soared above me. Move fly is convenient, don't you think? While the Pokemon is flying, almost no moves can strike it. Actually, you know what? We're not that far from Fortree City. And I want to check and see if I can get Thunderbolt. And I need to get my Breloom fixed. Hey there, boy chick. Well, that wasn't very long of a surf. Didn't mean to come aground here. Boy chick, I used to play Pokemon Go. I stopped once it got sold to a different company. And I haven't played since. Alright, so New Mauville is off limits to us. Yeah, decided that I just... While I have no specific reason to distrust the new company that runs Pokemon Go, the idea of giving my location data to a company that is owned by the government of a foreign nation, it just seems like an unnecessary security risk. So, until such a time as they release a new Pokemon Go exclusive Pokemon, which I hope never happens again, until such a time, I'm just gonna stay out of Pokemon Go. We ninja conceal ourselves under our invisibility cloaks. I bet you didn't know where I was. No, I did. You were plainly visible. Because I approached from not the side that had the cardboard. Do I like the Pokemon TCG? I haven't touched the paper TCG since, like, the third set ever. TCG Pocket I have a decent amount of fun with, but paper TCG I haven't touched in decades. And I'm not about to get into it now, what with all of the rampant scalping that goes on. I lost. My invisibility cloak failed me too. We ninja make the paper mache for our invisibility cloaks by hand. Also, this kid says, you know, I bet you didn't know where I was because of my invisibility cloak. Ninja boys who are behind these standees in this game will not ever aggro to you. You have to talk to them to initiate the battle. So you talk to him and he says, oh, I bet you didn't know where I was. Me, Pokemon, and my parasol. If any one of them is missing, the picture of beauty will be ruined. Yeah, the McDonald's card scalping that happened in Japan was especially egregious. People buying like a dozen Happy Meals and just leaving them either on the counters or on the side of the road next to the McDonald's. It was awful. To the point that McDonald's Japan said that they are never again going to do a promo collab with Pokemon cards. So, like, yeah, I hope those people reflect on how they ruined a thing for an entire fandom just because they had to engage in market speculation with cards that are basically never going to be worth that much more than the thing you had to buy in order to obtain them. And that you threw away because you didn't have any use for it. Because all you wanted was the piece of rectangular cardstock. You've completely ruined my beauty. A parasol wouldn't suit you at all. Why, something like this would only get in your way. Pokemon have many abilities. If you want to become a first-class trainer, learn about them. Ooh, a melodic. That's not something you see every day, especially not on just some random trainer. You're obviously thinking. The abilities of Pokemon will make battle styles change. Isn't there like an item up here? Is not like an item up here. And of course I had to get 2 encounters in check. Guard is not a Shroomish because it learned Spore. I always evolve the Shroomish after it learns Spore. It just learned Spore earlier in this game and therefore got evolved earlier. That's all. I'm still me. I'm still real. This playthrough is still real. The fact that the Breloom knows Spore is proof that it had been a Shroomish. Want a battle? Ouch. I lost. I'll try harder. I'll take a nugget. Yeah, guard, it'd be nice if Lugia turned pink today. Man, why'd they have to move the camera up above? This bridge in the original Game Boy Advance versions of these games was a place where you could see your own trainer reflected in the water. But no, they decided to move the camera up so we could see clouds. Like, we can literally already see the clouds from here. Let me see my trainer reflected in the water. This is lame. And weirdly enough, we are not reflected in the water while surfing on it. Maybe I had this as my secret base. This seems like a place I would make a secret base. It also seems like a place for only a secret base, and the fact that it requires an HM to reach is kind of rude. Give the case a shake and out pops a Pokéblock. Then a Pokemon eats it with relish. It's a way to show some love, you know? Yeah. Yes, you understand what I mean. You should take this. I think that berry is rare. I hope you sow it with love and care. Not allowed to pick berries from the side. Has to be from the front. Interesting. So, it's difficult to see, but we do have a reflection in the water here. You can see my ribbon. But then no reflection while surfing. But then when we jump off, we get a reflection. What about surfing causes the reflection to disappear? My face is so scary that when I walk in the tall grass, nothing appears at all. So you got a Pokemon that did not come from tall grass, I see. Must be nice to have strong Pokemon. I was having such a hard time catching Pokemon, so I decided to raise them from eggs instead. Oh, so you had someone give you a Cacnea egg despite it not being from the tall grass? I'll tell you this right up front. I'm super crazy weak. Okay. I like your fish. See? I have confidence in my physical strength, but I'm totally awful at being a trainer. It was fun battling you, though. We should do it again sometime. All right. This is where Registeel lives. Who might you be? Are you perhaps searching for ancient ruins that are rumored to possibly exist according to legend? If it's according to legend... So wait a second. Let me break this down. They are rumored, so people talk about this, to possibly exist. So people say that there's a chance that they are real, but they're rumored to possibly exist according to legend. So people talk about the legends, like people spread the legend, and according to this legend, they might exist. It's not a legend of them actually existing, it's a legend of them maybe existing that people speak about in rumors. Man, do you guys remember reading in that one, yeah, I mean, do you guys remember reading in that one ancient text how they said that some ruins might exist somewhere? Oh, that's just like, oh, really gets the mind running wild when legends say that something might exist. What a disgraceful setback. That giant rock, I would like to believe it may indeed contain ancient ruins, but I see no entrance. Have you tried going a certain somewhere with a certain fish and a whale in your party? Because you kind of need to do that first. Oh, but it's got to be specifically an old fish. One that could be described as a living fossil. Which means it has to have the rock type. That's just to show. I did say earlier that these ninja boys will not aggro on their own. You must speak to them in order to initiate a battle. And yet the one earlier, oh, I bet you couldn't even see me. I will adopt the movements of Pokemon and create new ninja techniques. And this is why, when you remake a game but change some mechanics, you need to consider whether the dialogue needs to change to reflect it. And thankfully, unlike, say, Metal Gear Solid Delta, this game is not fully voiced, and thus nobody needs to cut up pieces of pre-existing recorded dialogue to change how the button prompt explanations go, for example. Played a little bit of Metal Gear Solid Delta on my own time, and when Major Zero was explaining how some menu or other worked, it was very obvious that they cut up pieces of other pre-recorded dialogue to create a new sentence. The creation of new ninja techniques remains but a distant dream.
Perhaps I ought to apprentice with a ninja sensei.
Just taking a moment here to check something. Okay. I'll check your Pokemon and see if they're fit for the outdoors. I should hope they are. Every Pokemon is an animal, and if an animal is not fit for the outdoors, then, you got a problem, especially if the animal has not been specifically bred to be unfit for the outdoors. Like, say, a pug. Yeah, when every Pokemon on my team is an animal that came from the outdoors, I should hope they're all fit for the outdoors. With Pokemon that strong, you're in no danger of needing rescue. But are they fit for the outdoors? To travel wherever your heart desires with Pokemon. That's the joy of being a trainer. How's your physical fitness? If you're not fit, you could have a rough time in critical situations. I go to the gym twice a week. My stamina could still use work. But, I mean, I could take care of myself. I'm totally fit, but... Fitness training's in my routine. I always run with my Pokemon. Alright, we have finally made it to a new route. And this new route has a new Pokemon for us to catch. There are powers beyond our understanding in the world. I mean, yeah. Dark matter and dark energy are not terribly well understood. Which is why they're dark. Because we're not 100% certain what they are. All we know is we can detect them through their influence on other things.
I have lost. Mount Pyre. There is mysterious power at work there.
Yep, there is. That is not the new Pokemon that I need to find on this route. But it is tied with it for how common it is. As is Gloom, the other most common thing on this route. There it is. I don't know if I need to catch a wild or a second Shuppet. I don't know if there's a wild Bayonet out there somewhere. If there is, it would probably be on Mount Pyre. And at the very least, I know that Mount Pyre will have higher level Shuppets, so I don't need to catch a second Shuppet in this grass on this route. Or on any grass on this route, for that matter. Shuppet, the puppet Pokemon. Shuppet grows by feeding on dark emotions such as vengefulness and envy in the hearts of people. It roams through cities in search of grudges that taint people. Give me just a sec. Oh, okay, so we do in fact have to evolve Shuppet to get a Bayonet. They are not found in the wild anywhere. Which means I need to check and see where I can catch the highest level Shuppets. They evolve at 37. And the highest level we can find is 31 at the summit of Mount Pyre. And also on the 4th floor of Mount Pyre. And the 2nd floor of Mount Pyre. And not the 3rd floor of Mount Pyre because, no, yes, also the 3rd floor of Mount Pyre. And the 1st floor of Mount Pyre. Basically, if I go to Mount Pyre, I can find a higher level Shuppet. Specifically, a 3-level higher mount, or 3-level higher mount Shuppet? No, a 3-level higher Shuppet.
These right here are the fields for this route. It's so handy to be able to use Fly to get here. Oh, but dear me, I bet you can't use Fly yet to get here, can you? Keep going all the way to Lily Cove if you want to be able to fly straight back here in the future. Once you can, it's really convenient.
I thought I remembered being able to fly to specific routes in this game, and we can. Just gotta wait until we've reached Lily Cove first.
Stop! Have a good look at my precious Pokemon!
Okay, but what if I make them faint? Have a good look at my precious Pokemon, she says, before sending out a Pokemon known for camouflaging itself to invisibility. Have a good look at my precious Pokemon, she says, before Saviper.
Oh, how dare you! Don't take it so seriously. Maybe I'll go catch some more Pokemon at the safari.
Uh-oh, is it about time to increase our counter? Okay, we're moving out to Mount Pyre. We're getting our hands on that orb before Team Magma does. I could go to Mount Pyre right now, but I do believe I want to reach Lilycoat first. And also, I have to check and see if the Safari Zone has anything I care about. The answer for Northwest is no. For Northeast is no. Southwest is no. And for Southeast, well, would you look at that? It's no. There are no Hoenn Pokemon in the Safari Zone that I do not already have.
When we're together, nothing scares us. We'll show you how great we are.
Okay, they both say the same exact thing. Spinda and Slacking. What a combo. That Spinda looks like it's got a little, like, night mask, but it's up above on his forehead instead of covering his eyes. It's kind of cute. That's not a bad Spinda. I'm going to go ahead and Spore the Slacking, though. I'm going to crunch that Spinda. It'd be neat if Sharpedo got... Wait a sec, Sharpedo did get a Mega Evolution. Never mind. I was gonna say, it'd be neat if Sharpedo got a Mega Evolution and they drew the rest of the shark, but it did get a Mega Evolution and they didn't draw the rest of the shark.
I look so bad in front of Joy. Kate, I'm sorry. Oh, I'll have to train with my teammates some more. Whenever anybody is counting on me, it always makes me want to show off.
With my Pokemon, I have traveled the world's four corners. You might say I have some confidence in my abilities. Okay, but have you considered having more than one Pokemon? It really helps. I don't know why more people don't consider it. Ah, well played. I would like to circle the globe once again with my Pokemon. Okay, while you're at it, try catching more. You know, I do always make fun of trainers for not having a full team, because they deserve it.
Will you play with my delightfully pretty Pokemon?
But then again, there's nothing that says other trainers have to use their entire teams in every battle. Maybe that's just a thing that we do because we're a novice trainer just learning the ropes. And we think, oh, I didn't win with this Pokemon? Well, I guess I have to use the next one. Like, maybe that's just our characters are so new to this and just so into it, we use our whole team completely heedless of the danger that that can put us in. That's why we white out when we run out of Pokemon. Like, maybe other trainers are just playing smart and deciding, you know what? No, I'm gonna walk away from this while I still have Pokemon who are able to battle and keep me safe so that I do not end up just passing out and having to rely on someone else to whisk me away to safety. Like, yeah, maybe we're just being reckless kids and everyone else is being reasonable adults or something. Maybe they're just not using their whole teams, only using the Pokemon that they feel like battling with in the moment. Let's be charitable, maybe.
That isn't what I meant. I'm going to a contest in Lily Cove. My Pokemon should have no problem sweeping the Master Rank.
You're gonna have a problem sweeping the Master Rank once my Metagross gets there. It's the cutest Pokemon that ever lived, I'll have you know. Of course, gym leaders not having 6 Pokemon and Elite 4 members that don't have 6 Pokemon, those are less excusable. Like for a gym leader, when you don't have all the badges other than theirs, sure, I guess. Maybe they're holding back because you don't have all the badges. But for the final gym leader to not have 6 Pokemon, that's just... Guys, come on, if you're not going to go all out now, when are you going to go all out? At least some games give gym leaders refights where they do go all out. But that ain't every game.
Hey, if it isn't Garnet, did you come to do some shopping too?
Yes, I wanted to buy TMs.
You know what I'm talking about, the Lily Cove department store. My dad asked me to pick him up a few things here. It's not like I'm here to buy dolls or something, right? Anyway, it feels like it's been ages since we last ran into each other. How about I battle you so we can see which one of us is doing a better job of raising our Pokemon? I think you and I both know who the winner is going to be, Garnet.
Yes, it is going to be me, as it has always been. Especially when you only use 4 Pokemon. But since he is leading with a bird, I'm going to go ahead and take Breloom out and put Aggron in. Because I don't want to eat a quad-effective flying move. Of course he uses Double Team first. Of course he uses Double Team second. I only need one Rock Slide to land, but I need it to land through Rock Move accuracy and 2 Double Teams now. Which is not ideal. That said, I don't think this Swellow is going to get through my Aggron. Especially not when I land a Rock Slide. I like your whale. Whaler's cool. I'm a fan. Even if it is rarely rendered big enough to be as cool as it is. Render it an actual size, game. There are too few Pokemon games that render all the Pokemon at their actual sizes in battle. Well, I know for a fact we're faster than that snail. Would have been nice if it slept for more than a single turn. So, a Crunch is effectively base power 120. Ice Fang is effectively 130. Okay. So, Ice Fang is in fact better. Let's use it. And just think, if we had Rough Skin, that would have been the KO. Really? Using Detect instead of a healing item. I guess you just want my Sharpedo to be even faster. Okay. Double Edge is a fairly strong... I don't like that this is right here, because I'm used to, you know, tapping down and then being on the new move. But no, it puts us on this first. Yeah, Double Edge is a fairly strong, recoil-inducing physical attack. 120 power with 15 PP. I think I can't afford not to take that. Let's ditch Shadow Claw, because there's hardly anything I'm going to want to use Shadow Claw on over Double Edge or a rock move. Aggron is still plenty capable of hitting ghosts with Iron Head or rock moves. So yeah, Double Edge is a good pickup. Huh, you've raised your team quite a bit. And you only got to see 3 members of it.
Boy, that stings a bit. I had a head start on you as a Pokemon trainer, but still. I'm planning on going home to Little Root. You know how I've been helping out my dad with the Pokedex? And it's been coming together pretty decently.
Okay, so it's...
You know how I've been helping out my dad with the Pokedex. And it's been coming together pretty decently. So, I ought to go back home and show it to him. Garnet, what are you gonna do? You still thinking of collecting all the gym badges and taking on the Pokemon League Challenge?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I guess I'm not surprised. Do your best. You know I'm behind you. Huh? Did you... Garnet, I think there's something... There's something like sparkling in your bag. It's the same kind of light as that meteorite had, the one you showed me in Lava Ridge. Ah, never mind. Just good luck out there.
Is that supposed to be a reminder like, hey, take this back to Professor Cosmo? Like, I know we've been told about the meteorite in our bag a couple times, and this is the first time he's said, you know, where it came from. Is this supposed to be a subtle, hey, go back where it came from, it's not yours, give it back? Let's find out. This is Fall Harbor, isn't it? Or no, Fall Harbor is where... No, this is Fall Harbor. So, why is he mentioning Lava Ridge? Professor Cosmo, I got your meteorite back. He doesn't care.
Then why mention Lava Ridge?
There's nothing in Lava Ridge for the meteorite. Like, it didn't come from there either. It came from Fall Harbor. Sure is a meteorite that I've still got, though. And finally, we have reached the move deleter. So there's that. Don't need any of those. Might as well get a handful of hyper potions. Okay, so this is the medicine floor. We don't need anything there. This looks like the TM's place. And it is. Now, am I going to teach anyone those 2 moves? Probably not. But they're at least moves that are known to be good. And a little bit of Protect never hurt nobody. Why is this the only floor where they're off to the right? This is secret base stuff. And this is a roof. if you're bone dry thirsty. Would you like a lemonade? No, you would not. Okay, well then. Why are you complaining about thirst while standing in front of vending machines that can solve your problem? Are you also flat broke? Do you have two things to complain about or just the one? Hey, you! Don't go near the cave in the cove. Why? You don't need a reason why. I'm an adult, so you just listen to me. When it gets down to it, the same way... the sea suits the sea. And you, a berry suits you to a T. Why should that be so? I don't know, why should it be so? When it gets right down to it, it's because you're a trainer. I don't even know what a cherry berry does, guy. What I do know is I gotta fish up a whale. That is not a whale. Though apparently using a good rod whalmer is only a 5% encounter here. So maybe I don't need to fish up a whale right now. Especially not when you consider that once I get the super rod, it becomes a 95% encounter, which is slightly better. This lighthouse is actually recognizable as a lighthouse in this version, whereas in the GBA games, it really wasn't. Guard, I believe shiny whalers are actually purple. I could be wrong on that score. Alright, I guess we gotta go to Mount Pyre. Ahead looms Mount Pyre. It is a natural monument to the spirits of departed Pokemon. I am a wandering Pokemon Center employee. Your Pokemon seem to be doing just fine, don't they? They sure do. So here on Route 122... I can also go for a 5% Whalmer with a good rod, or I can come back with a super rod for a 100% Whalmer. Which is even better than 95%, some would say. This is the final resting place of my Zigzagoon. Oh, how I cherished it. So if I find a level 31 Shuppet, that'll be the one I catch. Because they can be found all the way up to level 31, and that saves me 3 levels. Versus this minimum level trash. Hey, are you searching for Pokemon? You came along after me. How rude. There's more than enough Pokemon for both of us to find, my dude. Thank you for not having a sturdy Laren. Screaming noise. I'm sorry, forgive me, please. People don't come here often, so I thought there'd be rare Pokemon. I don't know that you can find Duskull anywhere else, so... No, you're not the one. Ah. I wonder if she ever finds the one. Did you come to pay your respects to the spirits of departed Pokemon? You must care a lot about your Pokemon. I hear a Duskull. I do need to get 2 of them. Yeah, look at this one, being max level and all. That said, max level isn't exactly max level. Because if you do Dex Nav chaining, then for every 5 you successfully capture or defeat in a row, the level that you can encounter them at increases by 1. Up to a maximum of I think, 20. Not that I intend to go doing any chains just to catch things at higher levels. That would be... Honestly, you can probably level them up faster than you can chain them. Especially if you take advantage of the Blissey bases that are ever so popular in these games. They're not even any harder to get these days, because I'm pretty sure you can QR code those. And therefore... Yeah, I don't really gotta care. Duskull wanders lost among the deep darkness of midnight. Oh, also it's Duskull, the Requiem Pokemon. There is an oft-told admonishment given to misbehaving children that this Pokemon will spirit away bad children who earn scoldings from their mothers. Wow, so you get scolded and spirited away by a Duskull?
All sorts of things wander the slopes of Mount Pyre. There's no telling what will happen or what may happen. Take this, it's for your own good.
Hello, Shuppet. What level are you? Still minimum. That is a Shuppet, I hear. But it's not max level, so I don't care. The rich atmosphere of the mountain has elevated my psychic power. A mere child like you. You dream of winning? I drown in self-pity. My psychic powers have surely grown several times, but... What level's the Shuppet? Almost. Still one shy. That is a Duskull. I suppose I'd better go at least level check it. Actually, we already found a max level Duskull, so I just need to catch it, regardless of what level it is. Where are you, Duskull? There you are. And it's another max level one. Hooray, Duskull obtained. When I'm here, some sort of power flows into me. The power is ebbing away. Perhaps the power is from the spirits of Pokémon in fitful sleep here. Perhaps. Alright, we got another Shuppet. What level is it? Still one away.
Memories of my darling Skitty. My eyes flood just thinking about it. I make a habit of coming here after work at least once a day. I'm afraid of forgetting my Pokémon. Teacher, please watch over my progress. I believe the implication is that Atsushi here learned his techniques from a Pokémon. Teacher, please forgive me. Until I improve, my teacher who rests here will never find true peace. Okay, so yeah, he did in fact learn his techniques from a Pokemon. I'm so old that all my tears have dried up completely, but my memories flood my mind all the time. Sorry, Duskull, but if you're not going to shine, I do not need you. This used to be a desolate place. The ground had holes here and there, and I used to fall in. Implying that the GBA games took place in the past. Because I loved my Pokemon very much, I spent a lot of money to get a good spot. You know, you can measure the depth of love by the money you spend. I'm not sure I agree with that, but whatever you think is the case for you. And I do not mind not encountering that Shuppet because it was still one level below the maximum. I'm not exactly desperate for another Shuppet until we get to like the final floor of this place. What tonal whiplash this music is. We've come to test our courage. My girlfriend will love me even more when she sees how cool I am. I'll show her how cool I am by knocking you out. I'm really scared, but as long as I'm with my boyfriend, I'll be okay. He's trying to show me how cool he is by knocking you out. You mean knocking my Pokemon out, right? You mean my Pokemon, right? Or is this just a case of random assault? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm scared. I lost, but that's okay. As long as I'm here, this test of courage is no problem. We're so madly in love that we don't mind losing. That's another Shuppet. What level are you, Shuppet? Show yourself. 28. No one cares. When I told everyone that I can talk with Pokemon, they became concerned for me. I mean, everyone can talk with Pokemon. It's a matter of whether you can understand what they're saying back. So I can talk with my cat.
Is there any understanding between us? Probably not. But I can talk with her. In fact, most of the time when she meows at me, I do give her a response.
My Pokemon, you aren't in pain, are you? It's more fun to be with Pokemon than to talk with people. Battling with trainers may be a bit fun, though. I wonder why cemeteries are built.
So that people can better remember those who have departed. And show them their respect, even after they have passed.
We sisters, having been brought together by the greatness of a ghost curse, are the strongest. Do you think you can win against we sisters who have been brought together by the greatness of fairy magic?
Wait, what brought you two together? You seem to not have your stories straight. Something tells me that Mawile's iron defense isn't really going to help it.
No, the spell was broken. Oh, the curse was lifted. This girl lives in my neighborhood. Dealing with children is really tiring. All right, time to stop playing sisters. Let's play again sometime, trainer.
Having a nice nap, sir.
I love all things horrifying. It's like a disease. When I'm here, I shiver with fear.
Really? A flying psychic type, when faced with a grass fighting type, uses a ghost move. Truly, this was the most sensible course of action.
Losing I dislike. I want to see dreadful things. I can't leave. Stay. Won't you stay with me? So many things that I had forgotten. They strangely come back to me when I visit here. It's very fascinating. Rest in peace. I wonder how many years have passed since I started wishing that. Pokemon are precious companions for me on this long trip. So you're taking a trip and decided, hey, you know where I want to go visit? A cemetery. I could try for spore punching, but no. If I wanted to replace headbutt with substitute, maybe I'd do it, but no. How did my companion do? Not great. The toughest thing about being on a trip is being alone. I thought you had a companion. As long as I have my Pokemon, though, it doesn't bother me. Okay, there you go. That takes us outside, I think. And this takes us more up. That's not a Shuppet, nor is it shiny, and therefore it is not necessary. Though, while we are at Mount Pyre, there are going to be 4 more non-Shuppet Pokemon that I have to capture, I think. A text inscribed on a tombstone honoring a deceased person, or a Pokemon, is called an epitaph. I've been contemplating what to write in my epitaph. I have so many great achievements that I'm at a complete loss. Why is he so particular about it? Once you die, everything will be gone. It's not good enough yet. For a final resting place that my Pokemon Meow and I will be in, this is not good enough. Oh, so both Pokemon and people get interred here. Hope you don't mind if I steal this Shadow Ball TM, though. It's not a bad one to find. Just looking something up real quick. Need to actually check whether I need to catch 4 or 2 things here. And the answer is just 2. Okay. Well, not here, but things other than Shuppet at Mount Pyre. Please be 31. Nice. Why is my balloon holding the hard stone still? I've been throwing money on the floor for this entire stream. Actually, you know what? Let's give Sharpedo some time in the spotlight.
considering how many ghost types we've been finding. Yeah, now I gotta come out here. And out here is where I shall find Metatites. Thankfully, they're a 40% encounter rate, the most common thing here. Tied with Shuppet, actually. Yes, you. But I do have to get myself a male and a female Metatite. This is female? No, this is male. I have a harder time telling male and female Metatites apart since the shift to 3D. Also, I guess there was a reason I had Breloom out front and it was Spore. Oh, I'm also going to have to catch a Chimecho here on this mountain. That's right. Metatite, the Meditate Pokemon. Metatite heightens its inner energy through meditation. It survives on just one berry a day. Minimal eating is another aspect of this Pokemon's training. So, quick question for the Metatites. Where do you get berries around here? Because, like, they aren't here. You'd have to cross some water in order to get to the nearest berry tree. And yet, this is the only location in the game, Mount Pyre, where Metatites can be found. And this area is the only place where Chimechos can be found. Hey, I remember you from Mount Chimney. It's payback time. Alright, so this guy remembers us from Mount Chimney, which means we've battled him before, and therefore he does not get added to the counter. Beaten by some kid. Again. It doesn't matter. We bought ourselves some time. The boss should have snatched what he was after. What's up with you, brat? What does a single kid expect to do? Now see, this guy did not say anything that gives the impression that we've battled him before. And therefore, he will be added to the counter. mean looking a Pokemon with speed boost is certainly a choice. Wow, you're remarkably strong. Sorry. You don't know anything, though, so quit messing around with us. Alright, here's the grass where we must find a female Meditite. I believe this is another male. As well as a Chimecho. So, currently, there is a 1 in 4 chance that any given encounter will be a thing that I want. I believe that's a female Meditite. And so it is. Which means that there will now only be 5% chances for me to find what I want. Which ain't exactly amazing. But, on the plus side, at least I don't have to go fishing for the 5%. So it won't take as long as it likely would if I had to fish for it. Don't have to worry about, oh, you didn't catch anything, or oops, you reeled it in too slow. It's just, hey, is Pokemon? Is right Pokemon? No? Find more Pokemon. Don't need Meditites anymore. I continue not needing Meditites. Don't need Vulpixes. If it is neither shiny nor chimey, I do not need it. There we go. That didn't take long at all. Still weird that Psywave is a psychic type move that does damage but doesn't care about type interactions. And Chimecho got. Yeah, I don't need to teach agility to a Pokemon that's already got speed boost. That would be a bit redundant. Chimecho, the wind chime Pokemon. In high winds, Chimecho cries as it hangs from a tree branch or the eaves of a building, using a suction cup on its head. This Pokemon plucks berries with its long tail and eats them. Alright, and now that I've caught everything I want here and the only trainers we have left are Team Aqua, let's go ahead and send out someone who can handle water and poison and dark types a little better. I'll show you exactly how scary Team Aqua can be. This guy also does not give the impression that he has battled us before, and therefore, he gets added to the counter. We've reached double digits. So you think you can pick a fight with Team Aqua all by your lonesome? Well, I'm winning, aren't I? Yeah, so you are strong, but there are a lot of us. Yo, I thought something was a bit noisy, and who is it but the usual Scamp? Sorry, Scampo, but I'm afraid I just don't have time to play with you right now. The blue orb that's long been enshrined here at Mount Pyre. It belongs to Team Aqua now. Matt! Oh, boss! How about you do a favor for our lively little visitor and keep her entertained? You'd better use your full strength, too, so you don't offend our honored guest. With this blue orb in my hands, I won't even need the power of the meteorite to awaken the beast from the deep. And all I need now is a way to get to the place where it sleeps. All I have to do is get that submarine they're making in Slateport. Come on, boys, we're for Slateport City. Alright then, until the boss makes his getaway, I'll be your opponent. Oh, ha! 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 That battle was fun, even though I lost. You were told to use your full power. Is your full power really just a single Sharpedo? That was fun. I knew you'd show me a good time. I look forward to facing you again someday.
Ay me, what a disaster. The blue orb is stolen from our safekeeper. The blue orb and red orb must never be separated. They belong together. I will entrust the remaining red orb to you, young one.
I'm sure that doesn't mean anything.
And I beg you, chase after those thieves and take back their orb. That wretched leader of theirs. I'm sure he said they were headed for Slateport City next.
Okay, there's more tall grass over here. Probably a hidden item that I don't care about. More tall grass over here, and probably also a hidden item that I don't care about. And so, I shall fly to Slateport. Even though there's a part of a route that we haven't explored yet, but whatever. There's several parts of several routes we haven't explored yet, so it's hardly unique. And unfortunately, that is not a shiny Lugia. Oh, I got Pokerus. Neat. That's the second time on the Ribbon Road that I have found Pokerus. I wonder if we caught Patient Zero or if we battled Patient Zero. And the answer appears to be battled. Wait, what? Oh, the whole team's got it. I guess it just doesn't show Pokeross in the front summary screen here. Okay, it appears... Actually, I didn't check everybody, but then again, Yeah. Okay, so we battled Patient Zero. We did not catch Patient Zero. Oh, it does show Pokerus here. I just wasn't looking in the right spot. It's actually quite obvious. Well, that's neat. We caught Pokerus again. But that's going to have to be it for this stream. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all that. And I will be back possibly on Friday. Not 100% certain, but almost certainly on Saturday. So yeah, maybe Friday, probably Saturday, maybe both. We don't know, but either way. See you then, friends.